There you go, right there. Whew. Come on, man. This is a celebration.
Yes.
This is a celebration. That voice you heard on that clip was that of the late, great Aaron Carter. Speaking with our guest today, who was his collaborator, his brother, his artist, a friend of mine for at least 6 years.
Wow.
I say friend because I've met many people in this music business. This young man probably doesn't even understand the full gravity of what I've done in entertainment. He knows what he knows, right? And respectfully, but I've been in it a long time, and I've met everyone for years, even prior to my stint at MTV, where I met Aaron Carter. Okay, so when he put out that first album, Aaron Carter, and then Aaron Party, these were MTV staples, right? So I got a chance to meet him on the old Aaron days and How I Beat Shaq days and I Want Candy days.
Yes.
You know, I was right there with that young man and watching him develop as an artist and as a free spirit. You know, and so I recall him and watching his growth and his evolution and being able to spectate at the same time, be a part of the business and seeing his successes and seeing the adversity that he had to face as all humans do, right?
Absolutely.
And today we're going to celebrate him with you.
I like that, sir.
I want to bring this man. I met him back in 2016 backstage at a Rolling Loud.
Isn't that crazy, huh?
Ain't that something? And my feet were hurting that day.
He was eating chicken wings, right?
You remember that?
Yeah, come on now. He was eating some chicken wings, right? I was doing a Rolling Loud interview. I get up, he's just sitting on the couch trying to mind his business. I was like, man, I got to go talk to him, man.
Yeah, you walked up and introduced yourself. And let me tell you, it was that I took note. You know, you touched my spirit. And we exchanged information, and over the years, he and I have been keeping in touch.
Yes, sir.
You know, and
from fishing to music, right?
From fishing to music, this kid right here knows
you
what
better
man. Yeah,
Come
come on,
on,
man.
son.
From fishing to music, and we said we're gonna make this happen, and I think Aaron's transition expedited that. We felt it was time for us to talk, and we actually FaceTimed each other. And had some great conversation.
I appreciate the vibes for that. I was having a bad day that day.
You was having a bad day, and I knew that this is a chapter in your life, and everybody surrounding you. Even Melanie, who's here today, she's not going to speak, rightfully so. But I want to encourage you and inspire you to continue the legacy that this man set forward, and you guys made a lot of great plans.
He made a huge impact on my life.
Really?
Yeah.
Amen.
I want to welcome you to the show. The one and only Check-the-Star is here. Check-the-Star. You're not alone.
Welcome.
You know, my boy B Nice in the building right now. He's my manager, my producer, my DJ, my right hand. I got 5Gs right now on the live, man. But yeah, we're out here right now all the way from Tampa. I just came in from California. But man, I swear I can't say enough. My chest hurts right now. Like, I mean, you just really touched my soul with everything you just did.
Well, man, yeah, absolutely, man. And we got more soul touching to do. How did you meet Aaron? Like, when did y'all first meet? What was that day?
So really, I was on the live in California, just chilling, like just doing a regular live. Like the IG community started building upon developers and influencers. And one day, one of my friends was like, "Hey, just get on my live." I'm like, "Okay." I'm looking. I'm like, "Is that Aaron? That's crazy." I looked up to him when I was like 9. Next thing you know, I'm getting added, and he's like, "You know what? Come through to the house right now." I'm like, ain't no way he's really going to do this. He says, "Drop your email right now." I dropped my email. He dropped me the address. I got an Uber. $300 later, I was there at his house.
It was a $300 Uber?
Yeah, it was like 3 hours away. I was like in Temecula. He was in Lancaster at the time.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's when I met Prince and Melanie, and we just it was such a great experience. Like, he took me straight into the studio. It was awesome. He treated me like I was his brother originally. Like, he knew me his whole life.
And that was your first time meeting.
Mm-hmm.
How you know he wasn't gonna set you up, man? You could have come over there. Aaron Carter could have went in your pockets.
I don't know. I have more faith in God than that, you know. And it was just like something cool. It was a good opportunity to take, and he was just like, "Come on." I'm like, "Nah, this can't be real." And it could have been a foop. It could have been a BS. It could have been a BS, address. But he really did it. And it just led to a lot of things. Like, he asked me to move in, and like. It was a lot. It's kind of soul touching, to be honest.
When you reflect on that, what do you think that was? Why you?
I have no idea. He did tell me a lot of the times that he believed in me and that he wanted to be a mogul, and he also wanted to be a rap artist. And I don't know, we just pushed each other. There was a lot of enablers in his life, and I was able to, you know, be there with Melanie at the right time to handle as much as we could. But unfortunately, life took its toll. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it was a really cool experience. Like we got to share a lot of time in music. I inclusively got to move in and share a lot of time with him personally. Like we would stay up all night till 7 a.m. hanging out. We went on tour. His first show in 3 years I got to do with him. Like there's just a lot. I don't know why it happened. I'm just thankful and blessed that it happened.
Wow.
Wow.
Outside of the obvious music connection that you guys had, what can you share about the human connection? Like some of the lessons that you both were able to give each other on this lifelong journey we have.
He just told me to be careful, keep a mystique, not to trust everybody. There was a lot of things that obviously I can't share, but he definitely taught me a lot on how to be a man and how to be a better artist, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful, thank you.
Who were you prior to meeting him? What were you doing?
I feel like I was a little bit more wild and just trying to, you know, I guess be noticed in all the wrong ways.
Okay. Give me an example. What years are we talking like? This prior to meeting me?
Even when you met me, like I was still wild, just being crazy. I had colored hair. I was acting a fool. I had, you know, I eventually started getting all these tattoos, which eventually I want to get removed. I want to clean my image as well. But I was just wild. Like I would stand on top of tables and I would just, like for example, went on Judge Mathis and do all this crazy stuff. Like I was just doing anything, and this just kind of grounded me to really focus on what I want to do with my life. Branding.
The Judge Mathis was over. What was that, over a baby or something? What was that?
Yeah. My baby mama took me to Judge Mathis.
Oh, so those are real.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you say that how evolved are you from that person that was on Judge Mathis?
It's not even the same person. I don't feel like it. I look back at it and I just like, wow, who was that? It happened, like it seriously happened overnight. I had a really life awakening. It's just different. Like, and I'm still evolving. I'm not saying I'm anything now. I'm still evolving.
Right.
Like, I'm blessed that you're having me here, Sway. But it's like, man, my chest hurts from that intro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But for real, it's just a life-changing experience, and I just learned to develop and take every day as it goes.
That was a thing, though, back then. You know, getting the tattoos, getting the colored hair, you know, rolling loud, a lot of that vibe.
That SoundCloud era, I guess.
The SoundCloud era. Did you feel like in order to compete or in order to be recognized, there's certain steps you got to take?
Correct.
Is that how most people thought?
Yeah, I believe so, for sure.
Yeah? That's the
And
kind
they
of...
all roll in groups, if you think about it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And so social media became the allure. Like, this is how we got to make it. We
Absolutely.
can't get to the music until we...
That's what's crazy, right? We overlook the talent, but we look into Instagram and numbers and all this other stuff, which could be manipulated by anything.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it is what it is. Now we're here, and now we can make the talent shake. That's what matters.
Okay. Man, check the stars here, man. Check the stars here. When I go through your music, you've done a lot of work since 2020.
A lot more.
A lot more. Ghost
I didn't really
Stories,
release
Casting
nothing.
Calls. Those are projects, all right? Casting Calls, Ghost Stories, all the Orion series, all of those things. Is that music still representative of who you are today?
No, all that stuff has to be taken down. But I left it up there for the fans, the old fans, just to remember who I am. But this 2023 season, I'm going to be balling like Jordan. I'm deleting all that. Whoever has access to it, get it now. But really, I'm focused on my new. Like, I have so many good features, so many good solos, so many different sounds, all the way to rock EPs. Like, I'm all over the genre. I have an EDM song. I have a whole lot of other things. Like, I could have came here with rock music and just blew your mind, been like, who is this kid? What's going on? It doesn't even sound the same. It's pretty cool.
You had a song, I want to say, Fading Away, I think it's called. Is that it? Fading Away?
Probably. I don't know.
You don't remember your songs?
No, I have so many. I got so many.
In it, I thought it was interesting because what you talk about, that's the title of your song, by the way. What you talk about.
Shout out Fading Away. So he knows the answers.
Yeah, well, you know. What you talking about? You start breaking down the music industry, your experiences with people in the music business and entertainment. What can you speak to that? What has that been
like? A lot of my music.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of being overlooked. It's a lot of having to slip through the cracks and get in where you're supposed to, and just line up yourself to be noticed in the right frame.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of back doors.
Right.
What does that mean?
Well,
Like, assume that we're not walking in your crowd. Like, assume that I'm not your audience. How would you break that down?
well, there's a lot of people in competition. Anywhere that you go, even if you come with a group of people, there's like a lot of people that want to take that competition or that moment in life to feel glorified for that moment. So there's a lot of things that you have to do in order to be notified or noticed as that head celebrity or that head star or that head moment. So it's a lot like coming up and trying to get that focus in. It's just difficult. It's just really crazy. Like,
is it the same way y'all feel now? You feel like you gotta, you gotta become a social star in order for your music to be heard, to be seen?
Absolutely. In this day and age, for sure.
Definitely. The way things are going now, you have to be big on Instagram. You have to be out there talking to people.
So how do you do it differently now versus when you first started?
Well, I'm more social media active. I'm more on TikTok. Like, I'm on every platform now. It's checkthestar. I solidified every platform. You can look me up on anything, and I'm more solidified that way.
Right.
That way I engage more with people. I can do cameos. I can do TikToks. I can do anything, and it just keeps me active with more people. It does take a lot out of my day, but it keeps me away from doing other things. It's kind of like a mediating source, if that makes any sense. Something else to do. It's like a hobby, but actually a monetizing hobby.
But in terms of how you choose what content versus just like which platforms are you on, how does your content look different from when you initially were on?
I wasn't even making it. That's the point.
Okay.
I wasn't even focused on that.
Okay.
I was more focused on, I guess, trying to get features. I wanted to feature with as many artists. I had this very big DJ Khaled mindset where I wanted to focus in and do features with as many artists and bring this unity to the scene. I didn't care if you were a 13-year-old boy trying to make it or if you were a 30-year-old man trying to make it. We were finding a way to combine the sounds and make something out of it.
That's what Casting Call was, right?
Yeah, Casting Call is correct. But I focused that around a lot of artists that have either, no disrespect, have been there or are there or working to get there. And I just made this big collaboration of sounds, and it's pretty cool because they're all features. But that's really what I was focused on, and also it helped me build my sound because working with other artists, and obviously I get to adapt to working with different type of styles, different type of people, obviously different type of egos. Like, I mean, you have to do all that. You have to train yourself. So I basically put myself through some kind of a boot camp, if you may say. And now I'm ready to drop my singles. Now I'm ready to do what I have to do. But that's what I went through. That's what you have in your iCloud. I mean, iTunes and all that. But all that stuff, like I said, is coming down. I'm just giving the people a chance to listen to who I was. I'm not scared of who I was. I want them to get a chance.
Through Instagram, we've been able to reach a lot more people and get a lot more connections with different artists and different, fans and things that we can actually do the promotion and do the, all the publicity and things that need to happen directly rather than having to go through a third party or anything.
Right.
I like this. Checkthestar, man. I've never even asked this dude this. Tracy, you brought this up the other day.
Yeah.
But how did you find your name? What does it mean, bro?
Okay, so I was just talking about it. Isn't that funny?
It's funny. We were just talking about
I was
this.
just at dinner talking about this.
Okay.
So I had a friend of mine, and he was going to get a deal. And we went into, shout out Pace Away, by the way. We went into I went into his into his manager's office at the time that was sponsoring everything. He asked me, he was like, do you want to manage, da-da-da-da? And I was like, man, I'm a star. I'm a star. You can't just put me in a managerial way. So I let him know I'm a star. And at the time, they called me Check. And he was like, you got to understand, you got to fall back sometimes and focus on other people. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't like that answer. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to have to humbly decline. I get on the elevator as I'm going down. I told myself, man, I'm Check. Hold on, I'm checkthestar. I need to stop undervaluing myself. And that day I went to Instagram, changed my handle, and that's when the transition began.
Checkthestar.
Okay.
Who's your parents?
Shout out to my beautiful mother, Vivian Santiago. May she rest in peace. She was the nightclub owner, and my dad, Miguel Garcia, the DJ.
Really?
Yeah.
So you kind of grew up in a...
That's my thing, music. My first birthday was inside a nightclub.
In what town?
San Juan, Puerto Rico, Laser Tech.
So you're Puerto Rican?
Yes.
Oh, Checkthestar is Puerto Boricua.
Boricua.
Yeah, man.
Señor.
How much do you interject your culture in your music? Or
I got some unreleased songs with certain reggaeton artists that I will not disclose because of the NDAs, but I do have them in the clutch, and I'm really excited to release those. But yeah, I try to bring it in any way that I can. Of course, it's really diverse with hip-hop, rock, and everything like that, but I do embrace my culture for sure.
Really? What you cooking? You cooking Puerto Rican food?
Of course.
What you cooking?
I got arroz con gandules, you know what I'm saying? Carne guisada.
Okay.
Bistec.
Okay.
You know?
I see. Put that accent on right there. You see how he did that?
To make sure you know it tastes right.
You know what I'm saying?
You killing that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Man, I didn't even know that part.
I'm a cook, you know what I'm
You a
saying?
cook? Check the stars here. Zena's on the line from Florida. Zena, rise and shine. How you doing? No, wait, hold on, Zena. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Okay, we're going to take calls. I want to play this song. Let me see what I'm going to play. I'm going to play No Motion.
Oh, man, No Motion.
Big hits.
What's No Motion about?
The
Oh,
truth.
that's my hit about overcoming and being overlooked and just keeping yourself and going for so long that you eventually, like, you start feeling sick to your stomach because you've been overlooked so much.
This is No Motion. Check the star. 888-742-3345. No Motion. Check the star. That's his name. Check the star.
Check the star.
What an ill-ass name you got. Check the star.
Yeah, it sounds like a genre-bending name.
Right?
Yeah.
You can't really place it anywhere. No Motion. So you've obviously had a lot of naysayers in your life and folks who kind of gone against what you were trying to go to, right?
I swear.
What's that been like for you? Like,
Motivational.
motivational.
Always been like that?
Yeah. I find a spark plug in that. I don't know why, but I like to turn that negative into positive, for sure.
I often wonder, like, when folks make songs about nobody in particular, but just about waves of hate or people that's naysayers. I always feel like, damn, you're giving light to the naysayers. Why not make a song to those who love you?
I love that.
You know what I mean?
Embrace the hate.
And
Yeah.
that the
Embrace the hate, but love the lovers.
love the lovers.
Yeah.
Put the spotlight on the love.
Yes.
Right?
That's
we
a fact.
we just had this played this clip about Tyler Perry, who talked about making sure you encouraging yourself.
Yes.
You know,
Absolutely.
I think I may have sent this to you, Tracy, where Bruce Lee once talked about words and how powerful they are. Always uplift yourself when you're using words and describing yourself, because even when you're joking, your mind doesn't know the difference.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. And so whatever words and information we're putting out there through our creation, we're perpetuating, we're promoting some kind of energy.
Yes, sir.
So have you found that the songs that are more positive has brought you more better results?
I definitely agree.
Yeah?
For sure. Yes.
Yeah, give me an example. Is it a song that you realize that people tune into that go, okay, man, let's getting a good reaction?
Well, I mean, if you think about it, I have a lot of music. A lot of my depressing song, it adapts to a lot of people that need to get out. But to give you a really good example of a song that was fun and positive, was Outside Today. Outside Today features my friend Joker Gang and my boy Whiskey, Free Whiskey. But it was a good vibe because we were talking about being outside and enjoying life and not being worried about anything. And that did really good numbers. I mean, Lately was actually a really good vibe too. It was about overcoming toxic relationships. Like, we're just talking about what we want and how we want to strive to be better. Instead of, man, my life sucks.
Yeah, it just seemed like a time that people swam in what sucked.
Yeah, I
Right.
felt that.
You
Yeah.
felt that, right? But I also feel like a lot of music that came out when how you affectionately call it the SoundCloud era.
Yeah, that was a very depressing season to me, I think.
Okay.
It was either really hyper, right, and very underground and bassy, or it was really depressing. And it led to a lot of, I mean, I hate to say it, but it led to a lot of abuse in the substance world, in my eyes.
Yeah, you saw it though.
I lived it.
You lived it, right?
I had to overcome it, for sure.
Did you overcome it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put a lot of things down. The only thing I do is cannabis here and there. Self-medicated. Yeah.
But how did you put it down? Because I would imagine
It was hard.
Yeah.
It was prescription medications and stuff, but I put it down. And it was actually recently, thanks to everything that's been happening and acknowledging what has happened around my life, including losing my brother, Aaron Carter.
How do you feel about the music business that the industry didn't stop, man? Any music that you right now, music that you saying was depressing and you feel like led to a lot of substance abuse, the machine kept pushing it out there. And you might not, it might have been oblivious to you, the bigger picture. Now when you reflect and you see these young artists coming up, knowing what you know, what are your thoughts about that?
It's depressing.
Yeah.
It led a lot of people astray, and I just talked about that on my platform. It's embarrassing to me.
Yeah.
It definitely is. It hurt a lot of people, a lot of families.
Yeah, but you survived it.
Yes.
Right? And so now the
God
purpose is different. So
It's to change the trajectory.
what is that purpose for Check the Star today?
To change the trajectory.
Yeah.
Yeah. To speak on mental illness awareness. To know that you can overcome and keep pushing. do anything you set your mind to.
Facts.
I read somewhere that you were shot. Were you ever shot?
Whoa.
Sway.
You know the
knows.
answers. Right?
Is that a yes?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not. A lot of people don't know
Whoa.
that necessarily.
I read you was shot in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did that? When? I wouldn't have ever been able to tell that.
I was shot in the head in 2002. 2006. January 28, 2006. I was leaving my friend's apartment, and these guys stopped my car with 2 other people, and they blocked me off, and they shot at me.
They tried to take your life,
Yes, they did.
and you survived it.
Yeah, it hit my head. It bounced off my head.
Yeah. Any residual effect from that?
I mean, not immediate, I don't believe, but it gave me a lot of anxiety and paranoia for sure.
Mm-hmm. Did that lead to more substance? Mm-hmm.
At that time, for sure.
At that time?
PTSD.
That's where it began.
Yeah.
A big trauma.
Okay.
And then that's about a month later, my mom had a brain aneurysm, so it didn't help anymore. And then she was in hospice for like 7 years. And that 7 years I was lost. I was, selling, trying to be cool, quote unquote, doing the wrong things. I mean, carrying guns and all that doesn't make you gangster. Making you gangster is taking care of your family and financially stabilizing yourself for the future. But at the time I was lost. And there's no excuse for it. I'm just sharing it for a story for anyone listening. But I was lost for those years and numbing myself. And I went to jail. And I got out after doing prison time for as little as marijuana possession. A little bit too much, might I say.
Mm-hmm.
And they let me out on a furlough, which shout out to the prison for that, really, because they weren't supposed to let me out unless she was dead.
Mm-hmm.
But they let me out to see her get the plug pulled, and I was there with my whole family.
You was able to be there in the last moments
Yeah.
with your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know if she was conscious as we know it when you were there, but she definitely felt your presence.
Yes.
You should understand that, because I know you said some words to her, right?
Of course.
Yeah. A lot of us been in that situation. I've been in a situation where you at the moment where they have to pull the plug, and I know for a fact the person I was there for responded to my voice. You know what I mean? I could see it on a what do you call
A monitor?
Yeah, the monitor.
EKG.
Yeah, I don't know the name of it, technical name. But I'm so happy that you got a chance to be there in that moment. So your purpose is bigger than just being a rap star now, right?
Sure.
Yeah, and
To be a voice.
to be a voice, and I'm sure that could get misconstrued over the years, misinterpreted. And even you, as an artist, listening to some of your music, it's easy to fall off track and feed into some of the distractions that are around. But here we arrived, right? Here we are. Check the Star. I'm telling you, this is a celebration. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
It's a celebration. Torch, when I say celebration, you know what to do with that. It's a celebration.
I'm clapping by myself over here.
Yeah, man. Risky Blunt is on the line. Can I take this one?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Risky Blunt, what up? How you doing?
Hey, Risky.
What's good, man? It's Risky from South Florida, man. Text my motherfucking brother, and I am so proud of you, my brother, man. Everything you've accomplished, man. You got your foot on their neck, bro. And to anybody who's ever thrown you any negativity, bro, it's always positive on this side, my brother. You already know we got music on the way, all that. I'm just proud of you, dog. No cap, bro.
Thank you, brother.
That's what's up, man.
Okay.
What do you know about Check, man? What's your impression on him?
Man, Check, literally, the day he met me, he brought me in like we known each other forever, bro. Like,
Facts,
Check is a
facts.
real dude, bro. Like, one of the most humble artists I've met out of South Florida for sure, bro. Like, for real, for real.
My brother.
And I got music with Twista and all types of people, you know what I'm saying? And Check is just a real dude, bro. Like, Check is someone who I definitely could call whenever I need anything, you know what I'm saying? He's there, you feel me?
That's love.
That's what's up, man. Thank you, Risky
Vice
Blunt.
versa always.
Okay. What was the song you mentioned that you said you made that was Risky Blunt, you a citizen?
Let's wait in the morning.
That you Outside? It was called Outside?
Outside today, yeah.
Outside Today. And that was with who?
Joker Gang and Whiskey.
So you got a lot of affiliations.
Yes, I know.
With some crazy ass names, bro.
A lot of people with a lot of personalities. I told you about the egos and the personalities.
Yo, man.
Shout out
How many
Joker Gang.
Joker Gang? Do you have alter egos?
No, I try to stay consistent. I mean, come on now.
Yeah. And so
People
how
say I know how to go back and forth, but it is what it is. Like as in Miley Cyrus and Hannah Montana, but
yeah,
that's about it.
Yeah, you staying consistent now.
Yeah.
How did y'all meet?
We was just talking about that too. I used to throw mansion parties in Tampa and stuff like that. Do a lot of events, and Check came to one of them. And first I saw him jumping in the pool with every bit of his clothes on, on a floaty, making a music video. And I came outside, and he was standing on top of one of our BMWs. So I politely told him to, get the hell down, and we've been damn near best friends ever since.
So you checked him.
I checked.
But I didn't get down. I didn't get down.
No, he looked at me. He's like, "Nah, bro, you're good. You can come up here. Like, you can be in the video with us."
At the time, I was being crazy, but
yeah,
he let me rock out on the BMW. I was chilling.
He let you rock out. You was gonna whoop his ass, kind of.
He thought about it.
I thought about it, but he was a cool dude. He was, real humble.
It wasn't like I'm F your car. I was just like, bro, I'm finna shoot if that's okay. I didn't even know it was his car.
Damn, man. Yo, you was off the chain with that check.
I wasn't trying to say too much.
You would have stood on my BMW.
Get off my
Listen, bent up in a full Nelson.
Different outcome.
Hog tie.
Not an old one either.
Yeah, it wasn't an old one either.
Check definitely has a problem with standing on things. Tables, couches,
and
cars.
So you a producer manager?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
And DJ.
And DJ. Mm-hmm. So you do it all?
Gotta have my whole package, you feel me?
Yeah.
The less is better.
Okay, the less is better. We're going to talk about that. Ghost is on the line from Boston. Ghost, what up?
Hey, Ghost.
Yo, what up? What up, Check? Man, Check is one of the most positive artists out here, influencers out here, always doing the right thing and staying out of the drama, man. I just wanted to send my love, send my flowers, you know what I'm saying?
There you go, man. That's
Beautiful.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, there's a cool guy, man. We spent some time together out in Vegas, man. His boy Free Whiskey, he was out there tattooing me in the casino, like, bro.
In the Cosmo, remember that? Wow.
Free Whiskey.
Right inside the casino on the floor, man. Like, these guys are really out here doing it, bro.
KK the introvert.
Oh my goodness.
Free Whiskey, YZM.
These
names, man.
These circus acts.
What is going on, Ghost? You a citizen, Ghost?
That's why in the morning.
What's up with that, yo? Everybody got these colorful.
They're awesome, man.
Is that a Florida thing?
Yeah.
If you was to give somebody advice about how to surround yourself with the proper team, what would you say?
Close the blinds and make sure you watch out for them rays. Basically, like, just watch out for who's around you and what their intentions are, because a lot of these intentions get mixed up and switched around real fast. So you got to be careful who you have around us. But it comes with trial and error. Like, it's gonna take a little time. You got to seed it out. If you don't watch out for the people around you, that's how you get that rug pulled out from underneath you.
Mm-hmm.
I hear a lot about your travel and different people you meet, and then when I look at the way you dress and your style, I could tell you put some money in your bank accounts over the years. What's your relationship with money been like?
It's a hard question, but I just got to take care of myself. Got to take care of my family. But I'm financially stable. That's what matters.
Yeah, based on streaming and based on your music.
I'm doing really good.
You're doing well?
Yeah.
It's a long-term relationship.
That's a long-term relationship.
Yeah, me and music are bonded like this. We're married.
Are you seeing people from the SoundCloud era that are not sustaining?
I don't like to speak down on anybody, and I really don't listen to a lot of people's music.
Fine, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, say less. Melanie is here. Can we mention Melanie? I know Melanie
sure.
wasn't in the mood to talk, but I think a lot of times, I've had friends that I've lost, and they left behind family and friends. Right, and I've always made it a point, especially my friends who've had kids, to stay in tune with their children. What can you describe your relationship, and then what have you discussed about just keeping Aaron's legacy whole and for it to keep going?
She's managing a lot of my branding with Be Nice and helping me get in the right places. She's got me some good, decent PR. But really, we just been trying to shed the light on the moment. She's grieving a lot. I'm appreciative for her support being here tonight or today, really. But it's just been it's been a lot, man. Like, it's not just an overnight thing where you're just like, okay, we can do this. But we're just trying to mold it the best way we can from where it started, really. It didn't start there, but really that's where the catapult began. So I feel like it's only right to give back where it started, which is honestly Prince, Melanie, and what Aaron did for me.
Yeah. Did you ever cast a check Aaron gave you?
No.
So he signed you, gave you an advance.
Mm-hmm. Never even tried.
5-figure advance, and you never even cashed a check.
Nope. It was more of a trophy to me. I wanted to hold it. Like, I used to look up to him when I was like 9, so I was like, if he could do it, I could do it. And through life and believing in God and just knowing that I was just moving in the right direction, when he gave that to me, it was worth more to me in my pocket than it was in the bank. I was like, I could make $20,000, but this paper I can't probably get again. And I just kept it with me. And I don't know, it's just a trophy I keep at home, you know, like it's just crazy how it played out. And I don't know, we just kept moving and working from a distance and building our catalog. And it's just sad we didn't get to drop more, but we did get to drop one good song before he left as well.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you got to do that, bro. And so the legacy continues, man.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Yo, man, listen, I appreciate you coming up. Our show is about to end. You know, it's not, no podcast. You could talk for 14 hours.
It was fun. Thank you, Trey, for having me.
Anything you want to say, man?
I just want to say thank you to everybody that's been supporting, and even those that have been hating. Maybe I could change your perspective along the lines. Shout out 5Gs, Be Nice. Melanie, Prince, everybody. Thank you, Sway, for having me. You've been amazing. There's been a lot of people in my life that influenced me, but I just want to thank God primarily and foremost.
Okay. My man, Check the Star. Be nice.
I just want to say shout out to my son, Ethan. Shout out to my boy, King Kami. Check the Star, 5Gs, Bel Air. We in the building, man.
We in the building, man.
Hey.
We here, man. We here.
Hey, gentlemen. I know it's a hard.
It's crazy. If it wasn't for Aaron believing in me, that's what I got to thank, too.
Yeah.
Like, I want to say that before anything. Thank you so much for randomly picking me out of a bunch and just saying, you got this. Because I'm not going to stop. Just wanted to say that.
Yes. Rest in power, Aaron Carter, who's here with us in this space.
Yep.
Facts.
We going to keep saying his name. I know my guy, Check the Star, is going to keep doing that, man. Matter of fact, let's hear his voice again. Let's play that Lately one more time. And I want to thank you for coming up, brother. We made it happen, huh? Come on, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is Lately, Sway in the Morning, Shade 45.